Hello, welcome to another one of my videos about error coins, and this time we're looking at some 20p's again. 20p's are pretty boring, as I've often said, but again, if you look close enough at your change, you can sometimes find some quite startling errors. Very obviously on this one, there's a massive lump on the Queen's head, and that's caused by a die break. So when the dies that strike these coins have been used too much, sometimes things will eventually break off them. In this case, a big chunk from the middle has come off, and that's manifested itself as a big lump on the coin. So it's wrong to think of this as additional metal being on the coin, because there's only as much metal in this coin as was in the blank it was struck on in the first place, but rather the rest of the coin will be minusculely thinner than it should be, and some of the metal from a blank has flowed into the broken area on the die, which is what causes that interesting sort of effect there. So I've got some other 20p's which have similar kind of things on. Let's have a look. They all seem to be on the obverse side, which is interesting. On this one, Ian Rank Broadley's initials here. He's the designer of the obverse, but you can see just above the initials, between the initials and the Queen's neck, there's like a blobby area there. So again, that's a weak point where you can quite often see die breaks which end up looking a bit like that. That's not quite as significant, but it's there. What's going on with this one? Yeah, again, there's a little die break down here. So a kind of blob, really. As the dies wear, you will see those kind of things appear more frequently. Let's take another one. Oh yeah, this one could potentially have a die crack on it, but again, there's a little blob there. Can't really get it to show very clearly, but there's this sort of weird blobby stain there, but I was wondering whether there's a slight die crack evident there. I'm not sure. Inconclusive on that one, I think. Certainly at this zoom level. What's going on with this one? Oh yeah. Not 100% sure what's going on with this one. Don't know why I picked that one out. Oh well. And then this one has a kind of blob here. So that's, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. It could be a slight die break on the edge, maybe. But then there's a bit of rim going around here as well. So I don't know if it might just be that the coin has been struck too hard, causing some of the metal to flow up out the gap, and it's been somehow squashed there. Again, I'm not entirely sure about that one. This one's pretty interesting though. If it goes into focus enough for this, I'll have to do a close-up picture of this one, I think. But you got a really interesting sort of pattern on the background fields from when it struck, where it's kind of all spraying to the outer edge. Here's some close-ups of that one then, because you can't really make it out very clearly otherwise. But yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. Thanks for watching. I hope you found that video as interesting as a 20p can be. If you did, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'd love to see what you thought about this in the comment section. Don't forget to check out my other error coin videos if this sort of thing floats your boat, because there's some much more interesting examples to be seen there. But bye for now.